And it ain't till 12 till the party really starts. And I always had to be home by 10, right before the fun was about to begin. Crowds of people lined up inside and out, just for one reason, to rock the house. But in the daytime, the streets were clear. You couldn't find a good freak anywhere, cause friends come out at night. Friends come out at night. Friends come out at night. Freaks come out. Friends come out at night. 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 Freaks come out. Friends come out at night. Now when freaks get dressed to go out at night, they like to wear leather jackets, chains and spikes. They wear rips and zippers all in their shirts, real tight pants and fresh mini skirts. All kinds of colors running through their hair, and you could just about spot a freak anywhere. But then again, you could know someone all their life and might not know they're a freak unless you see them at night. Cause friends come out at night. Friends come out at night. Friends come out at night. Freaks come out. Friends come out at night. 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 Freaks come out. Friends come out at night. Now the party's jumping, the place is packed, and when the crowd's like this, I'm ready to rap. But before I can buzz around on the mic, freaks are all over me like white on rice. Freaks come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, but what I like about them most is that they're real good lovers. They do it in the park, they do it in the dark, but most freaks are known for breaking hearts. You can never tell what a freak is thinking of, and you may never catch a freak without at least one glove. They don't walk, when they step, they strut, and 9 times out of 10 they drive you nuts. So take my advice, you don't stand a chance. Freaks are so bad, they got their own dance. So if you wanna live a nice, quiet life, do yourself a favor, don't come out at night. Cause friends come out at night. Friends come out at night. Friends come out at night. Freaks come out. Friends come out at night. 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 Freaks come out. Friends come out at night. Hut 1, hut 2, hut.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Hey, what up,
Grab
girl?
my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city.
Let's go.
Before I leave, brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack. Cause when I leave for the night, I ain't coming back. I'm talking pedicure on our toes, toes. Trying on all our clothes, clothes. Boys blowing up our phones, phones. Drop top and playing our favorite CDs. Pulling up to the parties. Trying to get a little bit tipsy. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers unless they look like Mick Jagger. I'm talking about everybody getting crunk, crunk. Boys try to touch my junk, junk. Gonna smack him if he getting too drunk, drunk. Nah, nah, we go until they kick us out, out. Or the police shut us down, down. Police shut us down, down. Po-po shut us down. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No. You build me up, you break me down. My heart it pounds, yeah, you got me. With my hands up, you got me now. You got that sound, yeah, you got me. You build me up, you break me down. My heart it pounds, yeah, you got me. With my hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up. Now the party don't start till I walk in. Don't stop, make it pop, DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No. Don't stop, make it pop, DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No.
A ver, amigo, ¿qué pasó, amigo de la gorrita? Puro bueno de este lado.
Some things don't sit right this close to midnight. You're someone else in this light. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Stand in the kitchen, attempting to fix this. So I try to listen to you. I don't wanna say something you don't mean. So just before you take it too far, hold my ear, say la da da dee da. Your empty words made for hurting me. So just before you take it too far, hold my ear, say la da da dee da. So just before you take it too far, hold my ear, say la da da dee da. It's just like you to take me down with
What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday afternoon. What up, Cornbread?
What up, Beans?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. It's been a pretty dope day. I got no complaints. Cheers, cheers, everybody. What up, Ma? How are you, dear? I hope you were having a wonderful Wednesday.
Good afternoon, CJ. I hope you're having a great Wednesday.
What is up, Angela? How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful day. Hope everybody's ready for some Guardians of Unity. But should we get baked quick before 420?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Your love is my love, love, love. Baby, I love you. I need you here with me all the time. Baby, we meant to be. You got me smiling all the time. 'Cause you know how to give me that. You know how to pull me back when I go running, trying to get away from nothing. Yeah, you know how to love me hard. I won't lie, I'm falling hard. Yep, I'm falling for you, but there's nothing wrong with that. You don't want all day. You the one that I think about always. You are the one, so I make sure I behave. My love is your love is my love. You the one that I dream about all day. You the one that I think about always. You are the one, so I make sure I behave. My love is your love is mine. Baby, come, take me now, hold me now, make me come alive. You got the sweetest touch, I'm so happy you came in my life. 'Cause you know how to give me that, you know how to pull me back when I go running, trying to get away from nothing. Yeah, you know how to love me hard. I won't lie, I'm falling hard. Yep, I'm falling for you, but there's nothing wrong with that. You don't want all day. You the one that I think about always. You are the one, so I make sure I behave. My love is your love is my love. You the one that I dream about all day. You are the one that I think about always. You are the one, so I make sure I behave. My love is your love is mine. And yes, I'm kinda crazy. That's what happens, baby. When you put it down, you shouldn't give it to me good like that. Shouldn't have hit it like that. Had me yelling like that. Didn't know you would've had me coming back. You the one that I'm feeling. You the one that I'm loving. Ain't no other like you. There's just one. No, baby, just one. I bet you wanna know. You the one that I think about always. You are the one, so I make sure I behave. My love is your love is my love. You the one that I dream about all day. You the one that I think about always. You are the one, so I make sure I behave. My love is your love is mine.
Such a great song.
Yes.
What up, Annie?
What up, Panda Annie?
What is up, Amber?
What up, Amber?
What up, Deb? I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday.
Good afternoon, Deb.
So, how's your day been, Cornbread? What'd you do today?
It's been really good. I went to a store and then had to go to DG for my mom and then ate lunch.
Nice. What'd you have for lunch?
What?
What'd you have for lunch?
Egg salad sandwiches.
Hey, let's go.
And I watched my show a little bit and smoked and chilled and yeah.
Very nice. I worked around here a little bit and hung out, watched the McAfee show. Nothing too crazy. Gotta work tonight. We'll smoke for 4:20 and start Guardians around 4:30 and see what we've got in store. 2 minutes out.
Let's go.
Super baked this morning. Holy moly. That was a ridiculous morning show of blinkers and nose dabs.
Yeah.
It's a good time. I think I did 3 before the show even started.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It was wicked.
Ooh, wicked wonderful Wednesday of nose dabs and blinkers.
Yeah.
One minute out. Make sure that you are packing up and rolling up and heating up and grinding up and warming up. That song's gonna be stuck in my head all night now.
It's a good song.
It is a very good song.
It's catchy.
Yeah, it's crazy, the Verizon outage. I don't have Verizon, but that's wild.
I don't have Verizon either. But yeah.
I used to have Verizon.
Me too.
And I was like, I can't hear shit now. Happy 420, everybody. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Smoke weed every day.
Let's fucking go. Cheers, cheers, everybody. What up, Kay? I was wondering if you were going to make it.
Yes, cheers. Hello, Kay.
Yeah, it's crazy. I had no idea. Yes, we do got some Guardians of Unity chapters. We'll play one more song. I'll get everything ready and we'll dive on in.
Angela, that sounds really good. I want to come over for dinner.
So I first read the cheesy garlic herb. I was like, damn, that sounds like a strain. I thought she was talking about what she was like. Cheers. I'm like, damn.
Cheers.
They fucking got all sorts of crazy names.
Yeah, this is true.
We'll play one more song and dive on in. Cheers, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. Now everybody wants a blast of magic, 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 oh. I got the magic in me.
Feel I let tempo blow your mind. Pick a verse, any verse, I hypnotize you in every line. I'll need a volunteer. How about you with the eyes? Come on down to the front, stand right here and don't be shy. I have you time traveling, have your mind babbling. People trying to inherit the skills, so they asking it. Even David Blaine had to go and take some classes in. I see mind freak like, what's up, man? What's happening? So come on, and see the show tonight. Prepare to be astounded, no ghost or poltergeist. You know I'm no Pinocchio, I never told a lie. So call me Mr. Magic Man, I float on cloud nine.
I got the magic in me.
I got the magic, baby.
Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold.
Yes, it turns to gold.
Everybody knows I got the magic in me.
I got the magic, baby.
When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me.
They be snapping,
Now
baby.
everybody wants a blast of magic, 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 oh. I got the magic in
We'll take
me.
a journey into my mind. You'll see why it's been in my rhyme. Stay on the road, so I call my mama when I got time. I hit the stage, go insane, then jump into that crowd. See when I rhyme, I flow, wanna beat like put it that. See, I deceive you with my intergalactic ether. I sing just like Aretha, so respect me like I'm Caesar. I kick it like Adidas, blowing sticky like adhesive. Be cautious, cause what I be gonna leave you with amnesia. I break all the rules like Evo Knievel. It's a spectacular show, cause my heart pumps diesel. So whatever you saying, it don't entertain my ego. I do this every day. Hocus pocus is my stilo.
Magic in me.
I got the magic, baby.
Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold.
Yes, it turns to gold.
Everybody knows I got the magic in me.
I got the magic,
When I
baby.
hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me.
They be snapping,
Now
baby.
everybody wants a blast of magic, 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 oh. I got the magic in me. I got the magic in me.
That's such a fun song.
Yes, it is.
I like a lot of B.O.B.'s older stuff. All right, everybody. As always, we'll start out with our recap. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Last time on Guardians of Unity, Kay and Ash walked into the site of Victor's first big answer to Lydia's death and found a battlefield that felt arranged, not chaotic. Scorch lines funneled rescuers into perfect kill zones. Retreat paths angled to drag panic forward, and in the center, words carved into the dirt that belonged to Kay alone. Hold a line. End the game. It was Lydia's style without Lydia's body. Victor using her playbook to turn their own private lines and instincts into proof that nothing about them was truly safe. Back at the signals corner, the crystals started exhaling tiny, almost sounds, and Kay realized Victor was tapping the same trust points over and over, testing where they forgave static and called it exhaustion. In the middle of a clash, an enemy repeated a quiet exchange that had once passed between Kay and Beans. Still upright? Define good. And Ash had to literally cut through the moment to break the spell. Victor wasn't trying to resurrect Lydia. He was turning her into a ghost they'd carry into every decision. Far from the tower, he attacked something softer, mercy. A single survivor staggered into Ma's cottage from a relief run that never arrived. Supplies burned in front of them, wagons rearranged into a spiral straight out of Lydia's drills, and a calm commander who promised nobody needed to die today, before focusing fire on anyone who stayed to save others. He let witnesses go on purpose, sending them back with 4 branded words. Mercy costs. Pay it. Inside the cottage, Ma, CJ, Kells, and Vicky patched what they could and faced the question Victor meant to plant. Do they keep risking lives to move bandages and herbs? Ma's answer was simple and hard. Mercy is who they are. They'll keep paying for it. And if the price climbs, they'll pay with teeth, not by becoming what he wants. Around a battered map, Magic, Beans, Coffsey, Kay, and Ash finally named the pattern. Victor is using Lydia's methods to measure them. Response times, habits, where they cut corners in the name of speed or kindness. The answer isn't to abandon what makes them human. It's to make that humanity harder to reach. Kay's vows to tear out legacy calls and lace the network with dead ends. Magic tightens roots and rules. Beans sets a new line. No one goes alone, and mercy never moves unguarded. Somewhere in a lamplit room, Victor sits with Lydia's notebooks and writes new lessons in her ink, designing attacks that leave survivors on purpose. He doesn't just want bodies, he wants consequences. Every reach for mercy answered by another finger taken, until the Guardians feel like he's burning their present faster than they can save it. Stay tuned for this week's Guardians of Unity. Victor is turning mercy and memory into a battlefield, and the Guardians are trying to hold on to who they are without handing him the knife.
Let's fucking go. What up, Double Dice B-Rad?
Let's go. What's up? Good afternoon, Double Dice Brand.
So many chapters.
So many. I'm super baked.
Yes, it's been a baked, delicious day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Chapter 2.
Chapter 251, Cracks in the Command. The light after a fight was always wrong. Not dawn, not dusk. Just that washed-out gray that came when smoke and cloud chewed the sun into something thin and distant, like even daylight didn't want to look too closely. Victor Malvora stood under a shelter that had stopped pretending it was temporary, canvas patched with darker canvas, posts braced with scavenged wood, the floor a churn of mud stamped flat by too many boots and too much hurry. Beyond it, on the horizon, tempest held a storm like a fist. It wasn't spreading, it wasn't wandering, it was contained, a tight, vicious wall of cloud and static, coiled with so much pressure that the air tasted like metal. Lightning moved inside like it was something alive, pacing. Tempest didn't look tired, but the way her fingers flexed at her sides said it wasn't effortless either. Victor didn't look at the storm, he looked at the table. Lydia's maps lay open across it, old paper, old ink, edges softened from being handled too often. But they weren't battle charts anymore, not really. They were marked. Circles in black pencil around specific units, lines that tracked movements like someone had been watching from above, notes in the margins that weren't about routes or supplies, they were about people. K underlined twice, Ash, underlined 3 times, the last line so hard the pencil had torn the fiber. Magic, circled and circled again, like the first ring hadn't felt satisfying. Victor paced around the table like the floor was too small for what was in him. His coat brushed the table edge and Lydia's papers fluttered. Tempest's eyes flicked to them. "Careful," she said sharp. "Those are—" "Mine," Victor cut in. The word wasn't loud, it was worse than loud. It was final. Tempest's jaw tightened. The storm on the horizon flinched, just a subtle tightening, like it reacted to her temper the way a hound reacted to its master shifting in a chair. Victor stopped pacing and leaned over the maps, one hand spread on Lydia's notes, like he could anchor himself through paper. His other hand hovered above a column of scrawled timing marks. It shook, not with fear, with restraint. "When did they move?" he asked, voice measured, almost conversational. "After the last hit." Tempest stared at him. "We hit what mattered." Victor didn't look up. "That wasn't my question." Tempest's mouth curled. "You want me to guess their footsteps now? You want weather reports on 3 people?" Victor's fingers tapped the paper, once, twice, a rhythm that didn't match the distant thunder. "Not guess," he said. "Find." Tempest let out a short laugh with no humor in it. "You're narrowing your vision." Victor's head lifted slowly. His eyes were bright, but not with madness, with focus so sharp it looked like pain. "I'm clarifying it," he said. "They killed her." Tempest stepped closer, boots sinking slightly in the mud. The air around her hummed with held electricity. "They are all the enemy," she snapped. "This front is a sickness, a rot. You don't cut one vein and call the body cured." Victor's lips twitched. Not a smile, not even close. "You think I don't know that?" he said quietly. "You think I don't see the whole?" Tempest's eyes narrowed. "Then act like it." Victor's gaze dropped to Lydia's writing again. His fingers traced the edge of one of her notes without thinking, like his hand remembered her, even if his mind refused to. "She was the whole," he said, voice still controlled. Tempest went still at that. Not softened, just watching. Victor straightened and the shelter felt smaller around him. His hand moved over the map, circling K again, pressing down hard enough to crease the paper. "Tell me," he said, voice sharpening. "Can you focus it?" Tempest blinked once. "Focus what?" "The next strike," Victor said, and for the first time the calm began to crack at the edges. "Can you put it where I tell you? Can you make the storm hit the ones who did it?" Tempest's laugh snapped out again, short, ugly. "There it is." Victor's eyes flashed. "Answer." Tempest stepped in until the table was between them, and the storm's pressure filled a space like a third presence. "I can swallow a battlefield," she said, low and dangerous. "I can erase a line. I can drown an entire push in wind and lightning so thick their bones forget what direction is. That is what I am." Her gaze cut to Lydia's circles. "I am not your knife for carving names." Victor's nostrils flared. The air in the shelter tightened, as if the magic around him listened to anger the way flame listened to breath. "You sound like you're defending them," he said, and the accusation was so wrong it was almost insulting. Tempest's teeth showed. "Don't be stupid." "I don't care if you hate them," Victor said. His voice rose, still controlled, but the restraint in it started to fray. "I care if you understand what matters." Tempest leaned forward. Lightning skated briefly across her irises like a warning. "What matters," she hissed, "is winning. What matters is breaking them so thoroughly that none of their little vows and little bonds and little hero stories can survive." Victor's hand slammed down on the table. Paper jumped. Ink trembled. The storm on the horizon surged, answering him like it knew his name. "No," Victor said, and now the calm split, anger bleeding through. "What matters is payment." Tempest's voice went cold. "You're wasting weather and bodies chasing 3 faces in a sea of enemies." Victor stepped around the table, closing the distance. 3 faces, he snarled, and the word had teeth now, that looked at her and decided they had the right. Tempest didn't back away. Neither did he. They stood inches apart. Tempest lit from within by restrained lightning, Victor's hand trembling over Lydia's notes like a man trying not to crush the last thing he had left. The canvas above them snapped in the wind. The storm held. The silence between them wasn't peace. It was a fault line. Tempest's voice dropped, dangerous in its steadiness. If you turn this war into your grief, you will lose the advantage she built for you. Victor's breath came in hard, and when he spoke, it wasn't a scream, yet. It was a vow pushed through clenched teeth. Then I will build a new advantage, he said, out of their regret. Tempest's eyes narrowed to slits. And when the front burns because you were busy drawing circles? Victor didn't look away. Let it burn, he said. The words landed like blade on stone. Tempest's storm trembled on the horizon, coiled and waiting as if it could feel the shift. They were still on the same side, but for the first time, they weren't fighting the same war.
Oh, shit. Cornbread frozen. She'll be back, hopefully. All right. Here we go.
Chapter 252, Storms Out of Step. The sky arrived before the shouting did, not in a clean sweep, not in a single decisive roll of cloud, more like the weather was being pulled into place by angry hands. The air thickened, the light turned sour. Somewhere overhead, thunder gathered itself into a low, patient growl that didn't belong to nature. Then the first hailstones hit. Not big, not dramatic, just hard enough to sting through cloth and make everyone lift a shoulder instinctively, like the sky had started throwing pebbles to get their attention. It worked. Across the front, movement tightened. Orders sharpened. Lines tried to hold their shape as the wind began to shove at them sideways, testing every weak seam. Victor Malvora watched it all from higher ground, still as a blade stuck in the earth. Below, his forces moved according to a plan that was almost beautiful in its cruelty. Pressure points timed to a squeeze, feints designed to pull a response, a closing motion meant to herd the Guardians toward the river's edge and turn retreat into a choke. A trap built like a fist. And at the heart of it, circled in his mind as clearly as any mark on paper, was a smaller goal hidden inside a larger one. Erase the unit that kept Kay and Ash breathing. He didn't say their names out loud. He didn't have to. The men around him spoke in quick calls and clipped confirmations, faces turned downwind, eyes narrowed against the grit and the first sheets of cold rain. Victor barely heard any of it. He listened for the storm. Tempest had promised it. He'd demanded it. And when it came with teeth. Hail that rattled helmets, crosswinds that snapped banners and dragged sound sideways, thunderheads so dense they made the world feel smaller. For a handful of minutes it looked like precision. His forward push hit hard, hidden by the weather's roar. The Guardians' line staggered under the double pressure of bodies and sky, and Victor felt the familiar satisfaction of something working exactly as intended. And the storm slipped. Not away, not weak, just off. A gust hit at the wrong time, not as a clean shove that helped the pincer close, but as a sudden sideways slam that caught an entire formation mid-turn and threw them out of their angle like dice flicked across a table. Victor's gaze sharpened. "Correct that," he said quietly. A commander below tried. The wind punished him for trying. Another surge of air tore through, harder, wider, turning what should have been a clean closing motion into a messy scramble of bodies fighting their own footing. The hail thickened. The rain turned stinging sideways needles. The thunder cracked so low it felt like it hit the ground first. And then the storm did something Victor had not ordered at all. It sprawled. It spread outward like a living thing, bored of being leashed. It hammered the guardians, yes, viciously, without mercy, and then kept going, widening into a snarling squall that clawed at Victor's flanks, ripped through his runners, and turned his supply lanes into chaos. Below, soldiers shouted the same confused thing in different words. "The storm's shifting. Hold the line. No, not there. Wind's wrong. Wind's wrong." To those beneath the clouds, it felt like the weather had turned temperamental. To Victor, it felt like sabotage wearing a crown of thunder. He watched a crucial link of his plan buckle, not because the Guardians outsmarted it, not because his men lacked strength, but because the storm chose to bite his hand the moment he tried to close his fist. His jaw tightened. His hand flexed once at his side, the urge to force the sky back into obedience crawling up his spine. But Tempest wasn't a tool. Not anymore. Not today. The offensive limped forward anyway, still brutal, still dangerous, still leaving bodies in its wake. But the clean kill Victor wanted never landed. The river didn't become a trapdoor. The unit he'd targeted bent, broke, reformed, and slipped away through a gap that shouldn't have existed. A gap the storm had accidentally, or deliberately, opened. Victor turned away from the ridge without another word. He didn't need to shout across the battlefield. He knew exactly where to go. Tempest stood under the lowest belly of her cloud base like it was a ceiling made for her alone. Lightning crawled behind her eyes in brief flashes, bright enough to make her pupils look like slits for a heartbeat at a time. Water clung to her hair and lashes. Wind tugged at her cloak as if it wanted her to step fully into the storm and disappear inside it. She looked satisfied. Not because anyone had suffered. Suffering was just weather to her. Satisfied because the sky had been hers. Victor arrived without ceremony, his coat dark with rain, his presence cold enough to make even Tempest's air feel sharper. He didn't start with anger. He started with control. "You were late," he said. Tempest's mouth curved. "Was I?" "You hit wide," Victor continued, voice low, measured. "You spilled power across lines that were not meant to break." Tempest didn't move. "And yet you're still standing." Victor's gaze didn't waver. "You undermined the precision Lydia died for." The name made the air change. For a fraction of a breath, even the thunder sounded like it paused to listen. Tempest's expression hardened, all humor draining out like water from a cut vein. "Don't," she said. Victor stepped closer, just enough to make it a confrontation instead of a critique. "She built structure," he said, the calm thinning. "She understood timing. She understood clean kills. That was her gift." Tempest's laugh snapped out, sharp as breaking ice. "Her gift wasn't dying for your obsession." Victor's eyes flashed, and now the rage began to show at the edges, heat under the cold. "She died because they—" "She died," Tempest cut in, voice rising, "and you're turning it into a leash. You're dragging our war into thin ice gambles just to chase a handful of faces." Victor's control slipped another inch. "They should be crushed," he said, and the words came out like they'd been ground between teeth. "I want to see it. I want to know it. I want them to look up and understand what they—" Tempest took a step forward, lightning flaring in her gaze. "And I want the Guardians broken the right way," she snarled. "Systemically, territory by territory, sky and ground together until their hope becomes a joke they can't remember laughing at." Victor's breath came faster now, anger pushing through the calm like a storm of its own. "You want a slow collapse," he said. "I want a promise kept." Tempest's voice dropped into something uglier than volume, pure contempt sharpened into clarity. "Then admit it," she said. "You're not commanding a war." Victor's eyes locked onto hers. "You're hunting." The word landed and stayed. For a heartbeat, the only sound was the storm breathing, low, endless, hungry. Victor's hands clenched at his sides, shaking now, not with uncertainty, but with restraint that was starting to rot into something dangerous. Tempest didn't flinch. She didn't need to. She'd made storms bow. Victor was just a man trying to make grief obey. They separated without resolution. Tempest turned first, stalking back toward the roiling cloud base like she belonged inside it more than she belonged on the ground. The wind wrapped around her like a cloak reclaiming its owner, and the thunder seemed to follow her step by step. Victor watched her go. His face didn't change much. He'd mastered stillness long ago. But something in his eyes did. A new calculation, a new coldness, a new kind of distrust. Because for the first time since Lydia's death, Victor wasn't only looking at the Guardians as enemies. He was looking at the storm beside him and realizing it might not always strike where he points.
It's so freaking good. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, we got one more chapter, everybody. Here we go.
Chapter 253, Diverging Fronts. In the days that followed, the split stopped being a moment. It became a pattern. Victor Malvora's war began to narrow, not toward advantage, not toward ground, not toward the kind of momentum commanders brag about after the fact, but toward names, toward a small set of faces he could picture too clearly. His plans changed shape. They weren't campaigns anymore, they were hooks. Short thrusts meant to pull a response, raids designed less to win than to provoke. Traps built like questions with only one acceptable answer. Come, answer, show yourself. And every time he spoke over the table, it was with the same quiet insistence, as if repetition could force the world into obedience. Again, he would say. Again, 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 as if the attempt mattered more than the cost. Tempest gave him weather, she always gave him weather, hail that shredded breath, winds that turned movement into struggle, thunder that made the bones hum with dread. But the storms stopped behaving like tools. They were overwhelming where they didn't need to be, too wide, too hungry, and strangely thin where Victor demanded them tight. When he asked for a clean corridor, the sky gave him a sprawling mouth. When he asked for surgical timing, the storm arrived on its own schedule as if it resented being timed at all. It felt like obedience with a clenched jaw. It felt like contempt wearing lightning. Victor did not tolerate contempt, not now. The lamplight over his table made everything look stained. Maps, ink, hands. He stood over Lydia's old charts, but they weren't charts anymore. They were pages covered in circles and underlines, the same marks pressed down so hard they bruised through the paper. An aide hovered at the edge of the light with a message held in both hands. Victor didn't look up. Speak. The lines need time to, the aide began, careful. Recover. Stores are strained. If we... Victor's fingers tightened on the table until the paper rippled. I didn't ask about stores. A pause that was too long. The aide swallowed. Yes, my lord. Victor's gaze moved across one route drawn darker than the rest. It didn't lead toward anything a sane commander would call a prize. It led toward a single word he'd written in the margin. Answer. We move here, Victor said. Fast. The aide hesitated, just long enough to be noticed. That angle exposes... Victor lifted his head, not startled, measured. Say it, he invited, almost gentle. The aide's throat bobbed. It exposes everything behind it. Victor stared at him for a moment that felt like a hand tightening around a throat. Then he nodded once. Yes. The aide blinked, confused. Victor's voice softened the way frost softens a field. It didn't make it kinder, it made it deadly. That is what makes it useful. He stepped back from the table, eyes still on the route like it was a promise. They will come, he said. They always come. The aide tried to speak again, tried to drag the conversation back to logistics, to war language, to sane trade-offs. Victor cut through it with a single question. Where is Tempest? The aide's mouth went dry. Near the cloud line. Victor turned and left without another word. Tempest stood where the air tasted like metal before lightning becomes lightning. Her cloak snapped in restless wind. The cloud base above her rolled and folded, heavy as muscle shifting like it was listening. Victor approached like he belonged there, like the sky should learn his pace. Tempest didn't turn. "You asked for Storm," she said before he spoke. "You got Storm." Victor stopped a few paces behind her. "I asked for Precision." Tempest's laugh was short, sharp. "You asked for Obedience." Victor's silence pressed down like weight. Tempest finally looked over her shoulders, eyes lit with power that didn't flicker. "You're building traps," she said, "not campaigns." Victor stepped closer, controlled as if distance itself could be weaponized. "I'm building endings." "For who?" Tempest snapped, and the wind jumped with her voice. "For the front or for your obsession?" Victor's jaw tightened. His voice stayed low. "Don't speak of it like that." Tempest turned fully, facing him, and thunder rolled behind her, deep and slow, as if the sky approved of her anger. "You've narrowed," she said, contempt and disgust braided together. "You're chasing 3 phases in a sea of enemies while the rest of the world twists into a thing you could have swallowed whole." "They are not 3 faces," Victor said. Tempest tilted her head. "Then what are they?" The pause answered for him. Tempest's mouth curled. "The knife." Victor's eyes flared. "Careful." Tempest stepped into the warning like she'd never learned to fear anything that walked on ground. "You keep invoking Lydia's precision," she said, and the name tightened her expression, as if precision was a religion and she was its saint. "Lydia didn't worship precision, she used it." Victor's hand twitched at his side. Tempest's voice rose, not loud but charged, each word a pressure change. "She used it to break systems, to unravel networks, to make entire fronts collapse because one seemed split." "And I'm doing exactly that," Victor said, cold. "No," Tempest hissed. "You're trying to do it to one unit because you want to see them bleed for you. You want their eyes. You want it to be personal." Victor's control cracked enough to show teeth. "It is personal." Tempest's smile sharpened. "Then admit it. You're not commanding the sky." Victor leaned forward a fraction. "Tempest." She didn't back down. "You're trying to aim it," she finished, "like it's your scalpel." Victor's stare didn't move. "And what is it then?" Tempest lifted her gaze toward the cloud base, and the thunder answered with a slow, hungry roll. "It's a storm," she said. "It devours what it touches. It doesn't carve your initials into bones." Victor's voice dropped, quiet and terrible. Lydia would have understood. Tempest's anger flashed hot enough to light the air. "Lydia understood how to break them," she spat. "She didn't die so you could turn her death into a hunting dog you keep pointing at the same tree." For a heartbeat, it felt like one of them might strike, magic against weather, grief against fury. Tempest didn't throw lightning. She didn't need to. She simply turned away. Victor watched her go, and something new settled in his expression, grief, calculation, and distrust braided tight enough to hold. The war still had enemies. Now it also had fault lines. The rumors started soon after, not because anyone had proof. Proof was rare and expensive, but because patterns leave their own kind of evidence. Some whispered that the Storm Witch was tired of being treated like a weapon on a leash. Some whispered that Victor's grief had finally cracked the iron in him, that he'd started mistaking revenge for strategy. Others spoke softer, as if the sky might hear them, as if Tempest might decide names were easy targets. None of it mattered. The pattern did. Victor's orders grew sharper, riskier, more personal. Each one a hook thrown toward the Guardian's center, each one designed to force the same response over and over. Tempest fulfilled every request, and every storm carried her contempt inside it like a hidden blade. Later, far from the lamplight, far from the table, Tempest stood alone beneath the roiling cloud base, wind tugging at her coat like an impatient hand. The battlefield below was a living thing, sprawling, hungry, full of bodies and mistakes and noise. Victor's camp glowed faintly in the distance, busy, blind, convinced the sky was still his to aim. Tempest lifted one hand, palm up, as if feeling the air's pulse. Then she called the thunder high and far, distant enough not to strike, loud enough to be heard. Not rebellion, not yet. A warning, the kind that says, I am still here, I am still holding a storm, and you are not the only one who decides where it falls. She lowered her hand, and she turned away without looking back, leaving the wind to follow her like loyalty that had changed its shape. Above, the clouds rolled on, out of step, but not out of power.
I really hope he was listening on Facebook.
I was.
You pop up right as the story ends.
Yeah, that's my luck.
That's dang. But at least you didn't miss the story.
I did not miss the story. I was still listening.
And tune in next week for more Guardians of Unity.
Let's fucking go. It was good. It was good. I was listening. I wasn't missing it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's getting intense. Shit is shit's happening. Uh-oh. Are you freezing again? Oh, you're good.
What?
Should we play a song? See where we're at with our afternoon? Oh,
Yeah.
you froze in like.
Oh my
no,
god.
Well, you just when you were halfway voguing, you were froze. All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yes, it is great. For real, Ash. No. Use frozen cornbread still. Yep, nothing. I can try to pull you up. Can you hear us? Hey, weird. Are you there? Nope. Damn. Yeah, she's been having internet issues all show. Well, fuck. Hey, what up, Tim? Let me see what the plan is here. Much love, Ma. We'll see you in the morning, dear. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to see what Cornbread wants. If she wants to try to come back to outro, or she just wants me to outro, and then we'll go from there. I only want you. Get ready for work here soon. And, yeah. Let's play this song, and then we'll see what's up. Cheers, everybody.
The best day of my life. Gonna rent a bicycle and ride around the city from 9 till 5. I think today is the best day of my life. Fuck thinking about a future all the time. If I'm alone, and I don't mind. Movie stars in black and white pictures.
Dang, Cornbread. I'm so sorry. I know you was having internet issues. Alright, much love, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's been a dope-ass Wednesday. Thanks for listening to some Guardians. It's always great. Don't miss out on Guardians every Wednesday. Don't miss out. Copsy will be over on Brandon Beck's live here at 6, so don't miss out on that. I will definitely be in the comments at work listening to it. For those, well, I won't see you where. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning. Chill, fool. Come on. Ugh. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning. Come to the morning show. 8 a.m. Eastern time every single day of the week. Come and hang out with me and Cornbread and drink coffee and watch the sunrise. Right? All right. Much love, everybody. Thank you, guys. Cheers, cheers. Much love. Everybody have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow.